friends, as promised in the last video of mine, now I'll be taking you through the meta-analysis using R and R Studios. Again, as I said, R, Python, Orange, Julia, and then your Rust, Golang. These are all my favorite, I should say, softwares which are available right now in the market also. And you can very easily do it. However, I'm not going to stop myself saying that only R or Python or the other languages that I've said. You can use Excel, you can use Tata, you can use Jamovi. There are other things also, other I should say tools and softwares which are available. I'll be discussing each one of them separately, and we can proceed further also with that. So starting off with the meta-analysis through R and R Studios. Remember, all of us, the first step is what? Installing R and R Studios. After that, import data into the R environment, which is very easy. There's no rocket science into it. Preparation of the data for the meta-analysis. Check out first of all with the line of regression or the descriptive statistics and see what kind of story that particular data set is sharing it with you. After that, install the package which is called as dmeta-r, and it is a package meant exclusively for the meta-analysis. Once you install it, after that, calculate fixed effect. I'm telling you, doing meta-analysis is very, very easy. Only thing is that you should know what the steps are, what the concepts are basically, and what those concepts are trying to reveal to you about your own data. If you are able to do it, trust me, doing meta-analysis is very, very easy one. After this, calculate fixed effects and random effects for your data, and for this you can go ahead and you can use the packages like meta and meta-for. So we will see while we are running R how to proceed further. Analyze and check out for the heterogeneity in the results. Now this is mandatory. Remember, that's why I'm sharing it in the bullet form, so that while you are doing the meta-analysis step by step in any of these softwares, you are able to take care of it. And okay, now one may handle the heterogeneity with the help of the subgroup analysis. It's a technique that we have got, and we will see how to understand that, and the meta regression. At this stage, one should be able to check out even with the publication buyers. It is, there are other places wherein I have seen that they also call it as the selective outcome reporting. Now you need to be very honest. Whatever the results have come in, whether they are in favor of your data or against it, you need to simply go ahead and report it as it is, and this is the mandatory step for you. After that, the ninth step would be you need to check for the p hacking. Now here this would be whether you're getting the p values, whether they're significant, insignificant, and as depending upon the groups that you're taking care of it, for which data it is working out, for which it is not giving you the values as you require. All these observations, now I call them as the analytic stories, basically. And when you're sitting quietly and you are able to run these softwares and you're able to do not rush. I would say just see to it and try to understand and let that flash come to you and check it out, that yes, see, this is what it is telling you. The data is speaking to you basically through that story that it is coming in. Now in other words, there is a need to find out whether it is present in our data also or not, and that's the reason here I've not mentioned each and every table at every level of it. You need to take it, save it, and post it in your publication. Even small to small things that you're taking care. For example, for forest plots, did you use R or did you use Excel? Now how much was the data present for you, on which date? All these things do matter, and it really, initially I would say, if you are doing the meta-analysis, maybe a week you might find it very difficult to go ahead and store the data. However, later on you will see, once you have completed around 75 or 80 papers of yours, the things becomes much more easier. The manual work is gone, and the digitized stories which are coming in a flash in front of you will be a very different kind of a thing. And then you would see after that, present the summary. whatever the table or the data is sharing it with you, put it down into paper first of all as a points or in the form. If you're very good writer, then these things will be flowing very easily. There is no need for you to work hard also after that. For example, when you are presenting the summary, you should know what are the various risks which are present in your paper. Then the biasness, are there any publication biasness? And you will see, if you are catching hold of that Michael Borenstein's book on publication bias, you will see that your data will reveal a lot of it, and you will be able to laugh at yourself. Okay, I've collected my data with so much of effort and money I have spent, I have recorded so much, and this is the fault I'm getting it. You will see, you will start getting those smiles on yourself, and there is no need for you to look for anything else. Then apart from that, now comes the area wherein I always looked for. And when I was getting reading about the Cochrane collaboration for the first time, and I saw this word power, trust me, I didn't understand at all the entire mathematical part of it. And my teacher, when he came to India from US, he and his wife, to attend the final rituals for his father, he met me. And usually, when both husband and wife are in India, I try to spend my entire day with them. Like, I don't focus anywhere else, just with them only, because there are many things that I have to discuss with him. And the moment he saw me and he asked me how am I faring, what are my achievements, or how am I progressing myself, and I am a very honest person in front of him, I shed my tears. I was in tears, and he asked me what happened. Then I had to tell him, see, I have entered into this particular zone of research where there are certain things which I don't understand at all, and books are not helping me. And then I told him that yes, I'm looking for somebody who can really help me in understanding the subtleties which I'm not able to understand. My teacher has that piercing eyes, and he just looked at me, both husband and wife. He is working for Hawaii University, and his wife is working for one of the universities at San Jose. Now both of them, they looked at me, and they know my nature. And then he took the call from there, and he said, okay, can you wait for a week or so? He went back to his university, and later on he sent me a mail. You know what the mail said? I have got you registered to one of the online courses for this particular thing. Go ahead and do it. And trust me, he registered my I should say present for nearly 4 of the online presentations from different universities where they were trying to take care. The moment I saw Cochrane collaboration and the way they were talking about the entire webinar which I was attending from India at the very weird hour, that the time when I learned about power. And I was feeling so happy that yes, because they make you work side by side with the data. It's not that okay, it's finished, now you go ahead. No, they make you work side by side, each and everything, the subtleties are decided, and then they tell you, okay, this is how you need to do, this is how. And in the next one, which I did it through Columbia Business School, wherein one of my classmates is working over there, and I had to request him that if he can help me out more as to how the meta-analysis is being used in business schools and the social research areas. So that's how I learned myself about these things. And the day I was receiving and understood what power is, what effect sizes are, what random effect sizes are, what are fixed effect sizes, I was feeling very happy myself. So I said, okay, now let me proceed further. And I understood. And by the time I came to publication bias and this book was recommended for the reading, I was literally jumping, because I knew that writing is my weakness, and with this it has become much better. I refined myself more. So here it is mandatory to report effect sizes of the original research or studies. So you, in the same manner, first get these points in front of you, make a cheat sheet, put it that yes, this is the entire procedure for meta-analysis, one after the other. Keep these books that I have recommended and suggested to you, and just pick up one of them and see how it is. For power, I think Neeraj sir also has a collection of videos he had put up on the on his playlist, so you can have a look, and he has taken a lot of pain to explain. Though I could not complete the entire list of his playlist on power, the maximum of them I have covered. So that's a very good introduction to understand what power is all about. Now it is time for the effect sizes. Now I'll be sharing one more cheat sheet that was given to me with all of you, so that you are able to understand what do we mean by conversion. Now there is a trick in this. Now you see, when you are studying or reading the previous published papers, you are making entire thing, and then you have taken care of the effect sizes also. However, now you need to make a move from this side to your side. Now that jump, takes that leap or jump is the one that you need to understand in your own meta-analysis, and that's the conversion of the effect sizes and how to put it, and that's where your contribution would be coming in. Now from this step onwards, now if you have completed with this, then you can proceed further for your further advanced level of the meta-analysis, wherein you can learn about multi-level meta-analysis, like first level, second level, third level, fourth level. You can carry forward and you will enjoy that one more and more. Multivariate meta-analysis, not just with bivariate. Then you can proceed further with multiple, I would say multivariate, not the multiple variables meta-analysis. Then comes the meta-analytic Sem, which is the most popular zone in India, I would say, not in other countries. In other countries, they go ahead with something else also. In India, I usually see that yes, the scholars, the faculties, once they have completed, they have seen the correlation, then they want to proceed further with the regression, then immediately they would like to jump in for Sem and say, okay, I have got, and maybe that is because of the presence of the word moderator. However, we will see later on whether this is true or not for all the other cases also. Okay, so here comes in the meta-analytic Sem, and through this you can even go further to path analysis and test your own models to check it out through meta-analysis whether it is a good model for you or not a good model. Let me tell you that also you have to take care. And lastly but not the least, the network meta-analysis. It's a superb one. As I said, it's meant for the decision makers, and if you are able to come up with this, now that's the kind of contribution, and then you can go ahead with your review of literature. Now, this is how the entire flow of the meta-analysis is being taken care of, and not necessarily just in R. Just because I started off with the R, and and this helps me out because after reading that particular book by Schwarzer, who has written plenty of articles also on this particular package as well as the entire process. If you look Google around, and you will be seeing it. Now that particular book summarizes all these things, so I thought, okay, let me put it across so that these points becomes your cheat sheet also, and you are able to proceed further. So with this, I'm going to end up right now, and let me come up with the next video wherein I'll be showcasing to you one more software and how to carry forward. First, I'll be introducing to you different softwares which are there. For example, in the next video, we'll go through the SPSS and meta-analysis. So we will see how to carry forward with that and then proceed further with the next one. Till then, thanks and take care. Bye.